Hey guys, it is Tristan with Nerdette's Newsstand, and today we are going to talk a little bit about What If, even though I have yet to watch the episodes, and we're going to talk about Black Panther. None of what I say has anything to do with the episodes, but it actually kind of does, and I am looking forward to watching them. I just have not had a chance to yet, but basically, this image is going around. And with this image going around, there are people upset because Black Panther is known to the Black community as a character that they have grown to love. And I have no issue with that whatsoever. But the issue I take is when you have people making videos or different posts on social media going around saying that Black Panther was originally white. And we're going to dive into that, just like we saw it going around before saying that Starfire was originally black coded, which was easily debunkable, right? So let's talk a little bit about Black Panther. But if you are new to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe. I make content every single day, usually about comic books and pop culture, but also on occasion other topics. Hit like, leave me a comment down below. This is my question for you today. Is it okay to race swap Black Panther? Now, my answer to this is no, absolutely not. And people might immediately think that's a little hypocritical. There are certain characters that their lineage is tied to that cannot be race swapped. Now, theoretically, down the line, an heir could be white, could be Latina, could be Muslim. It would depend initially how T'Challa married and then continued his lineage, right? So, in this situation, when Wakanda is located just north of Lake Turkana, at the point bordering Kenya, Ethiopia, Uganda, and South Sudan, I would say undeniably no. But we do have people claiming at this point that he was originally white. Now, this is completely false. And honestly, it's a silly mistake. I get it. I'm more attuned to be like, oh, you idiot. How did you not know that? And then realize not everybody reads comics like I do. So I understand. But don't claim in videos that get thousands of views without a simple due diligence. That's all I usually ask for. But I digress. So this is a golden age superhero. And basically this hero is from Centaur Publishing. He is no longer, actually I believe it is an open IP, right? Public domain. At this point, I would assume so, but you probably would get in some trouble with Disney. Never associated with Marvel. This company that made it, Centaur Comics, was only around for 4 years and has since defunct. This is one of the earliest comic book publishing companies, but they didn't quite get caught on like Marvel and DC and some of the other Fawcett and some of the others. So no, this has nothing to do with Black Panther from Marvel. Nothing whatsoever. Now, with that being said, we need to talk about a couple other heroes that people could mistake as Black Panther when it comes to if he is always and has always been a black man. So, of course, there is a white wolf, but there is also the ultimate version, right? So in the Ultimates, we see T'Challa. He was made into Black Panther. Fury wanted to force him to be in the Ultimates. Black Panther wanted to go home. So we saw Steve step in and he posed as Black Panther, the image I'm showing you right now. And that made it so T'Challa was able to go home. So Steve was not actually Black Panther. He was just posing. Now that's the Ultimates universe. A lot of people also kind of mistake, not as much, I would say, because of the name difference, but White Wolf. Now, White Wolf was a Christopher Priest creation. Amazing writer that unfortunately, in my opinion, doesn't get the public perception that he deserves. I don't know why he's not writing more. I love everything he does for the most part, not always, but for the most part. So basically, this white wolf was found after his parents died in a plane crash and was adopted by T'Chaka, right? T'Challa's father. He was raised like a son, but then T'Challa was born. Oh, he knew he'd never take the throne due to the fact that T'Challa was naturally born, and it had nothing to do with him being black. I wanted to make sure I say that. It had nothing to do with him being black. It was simply because he was not a natural born son. So he felt cheated. He felt jealous by being that adopted brother. And in an attempt to kind of upstage his brother at that point, Hunter, which is White Wolf, drove himself to be the best Wakandan possible. The best around, right? It was basically when T'Chaka appointed Hunter as leader of the secret police, I can never say this correctly, right? The Hot Zerzay. We're going to say that. Hunter, what was known from that point as the White Wolf. Then T'Challa became king after his dad was assassinated. He disbanded the whole Hot Zerzay because of their brutality. Now, Hunter, with his men, left Wakanda. And then they became mercenaries on the side, right? So they didn't like this, though. And Hunter still loved Wakanda. That's where he grew up. And he had resentment for T'Challa. But he just basically became an ally, and T'Challa was Black Panther. Now, all of that kind of got thrown out the window during when Black Panther took over for Daredevil to cover over Hell's Kitchen. And then T'Challa destroyed these vibranium mines, and he became the protector of Hell's Kitchen. Hunter began killing women there in order to draw T'Challa out. Then T'Challa and the New York Police Department set a trap for Hunter. The two battled each other. And Hunter, intending to obviously kill his brother, finally become the Black Panther. T'Challa defeated him, telling Hunter that he was rejected by Wakanda. Oh, stab to the heart. That he was rejected by Wakanda, and the nation had no place for him, for a murderer. They wanted nothing to do with him. What I want to add here, though, is that none of this had to do directly with any sort of race relations. Any resentment towards T'Challa was not because he was black. That's ridiculous. He grew up in Wakanda. It would make zero sense, right? So it was simply because he was the natural born son. And in this story, Christopher Priest does an amazing job at making that beyond clear. There's no white Black Panther. I've told you the 3 times that this could have possibly happened, and all of which are false. Now, I do think there is a lot of just resentment because, let's be real, if you are a white man and your favorite white character got race swapped, you probably feel a little resentful. And I can understand that. But I also don't think it's worth the retaliation tactics. Then again, I am a pacifist. But I don't think it's worth even trolling, because why do you care? Just leave those people alone. I know there's weirdos out there that like every single white character that gets race swapped. They like are so happy. They're celebrating, right? Let them celebrate. They're not hurting anyone. They're not hurting me. They're not hurting you. Let them be weirdos. Let them be weirdos that have their whole identity tied to them being online. Oh my God, I literally lack self-awareness. Let me know what you guys think about this. Let me know if you heard the new rumor, that Black Panther was originally white. And let me know if you think he should have ever has the ability to be race swapped, right? So I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.